Alright, this load is great and welcome to another my Vidreps. We have hunters, and it's a top versus bottom, so whatever that may mean. Enclosed email is, Dear Greth, I hope you like hunters. I don't. And I hope this one is worth your time. It isn't. But it's important to cast hunters, because a lot of people never get beyond this. So the intricacies of Hunter's games. Actually, yeah, there you go. So I did have a look to see how long this was. The content, however, I don't know. So you can, of course, do the colors, and then you can do that. I'll just leave it at that so you can see indeed that this is a lot of people on a map that we all love. So we have True Pig, Abibabi, Arg, Consneparit, Protarius CZ, Doom Legend, Dodara, and Lynn Carter. And this is Hunters. So we have a 4v4 on Hunters. So it's important to note that, again, yeah, a lot of people, they only know Brood War this way. So, because they don't want to play the free-for-all, because that's a little scary. They don't want to do the 1v1, and that's really fucking scary, because then everything is your fault. So they settle into the 4v4. Now, I did this really long time ago. I even played some fastest. I actually started with fastest maps. And Hunters was already the big leagues. Because that was already, oh fuck, you're going to run out of minerals in about 45 minutes. Which is terrible. Also, miners take time to go back and forth. So that was horrible as well. But actually the first fastest maps that I played literally were just, you had a base and you had minerals here and minerals there. So like they actually had worse mining than a regular map, but they had all the way around your entire base was minerals. Right, so alright, let's see what we have. You know, we've got the Terran, a Protoss, a Terran, and two Zergs. So we've got some ethnic diversity, but yeah. So let's look at these players. So a probe has been used to scout, and then of course Marines start producing, and that has been noted. We have a spawning pool and a gas. So far that's good. We have also a spawning pool, and oh god. It's gonna be one of them rushy games. 20-minute door rush, please, because I want to build up my base and never really learn about the game. So 2 racks, of course. Yes, we have more Marines again. Stop making Marines. Start going mech, you pieces of shit. But okay, fine. We have the first links running across the map. And we have, of course, he's going straight into randomly selected, I'm assuming. Well, no, there was a scout, a red scout here. So there are some links here, so he's going to move away from that. Run straight. Oh god, those are move commanded, aren't they? Yes. First mission of Terran in the campaign, in the vanilla campaign. A moving. Yeah? Pressing A and then clicking causes them to aim. Oh my god! What are you doing with the links? With the SCVs? Units! All the units are being badly controlled in this. Meanwhile, we have some more movement on the map, but we're not looking at that. We've got reinforcements to clean out those 3 lings that could have been done perfectly. There's a barracks in here. But alright. We got some more units coming in. We've got this little Terran who thinks it's a good idea to move out with 3 Marines and nothing else because he's been doing something, I don't know, he's mining gas for some reason, but he's not really. Oh, look, he's got a factory. Good! We might see someone actually going mech, and he's probably going to make Mass Goliath, because that's the thing to do. We've got more units congregating here. We've got, so we've got zealots, we've got these Marines coming in here, and we have what is the technical term, the 4v1. Now, the thing is, this guy here is not prepared at all. He's building another barracks, he's doing the Marine thing. Having 4 Marines 4 minutes into, so... Thanks, Brown, you shit noob. Sure there was some history there. But, yeah, so 4 Marines versus everything the other players have, not a good thing. So we've got some zealots, of course. Oh man, this is bringing back so many memories. They're sending in like 3 zealots, like, yeah, I'm helping. This is terrible. That's a lot of Marines. They're not actually helping here, not really necessary. So it's not a 4v1, it's a 3v1. So this is very, very capable. That's the thing. There is no communication. Okay, there's never any communication. There's 600 in the bank. There's also no production, apparently. Because, you know, people don't know how to play the game. And so the starting unit is the only thing on the mind of the player here. So there's enough here. He's just gonna fucking leave. Because that's the thing you do when you have 700 in the bank, still all your SEVs, and your allies were kind of en route to help. Because, yeah, this guy's actually, you know, 3 kills on that zealot, so he kind of did do that. So if you stayed and lifted off, because guess what? There was only one player who lost most of his units who could actually do damage to your actual production buildings unless in your command center. But no, you're gonna fuck off. That's fine. And you have some Hydralisks. Okay, we lose. Oh, okay, so yellow was, because everything is yellow, yellow was an ally, so he's calling him a dumb shit noob, probably for getting teamed, which is, yeah, guys, if you are in a game, in a 4v4, don't get teamed, you know? Don't get 4v1s, you fucking noob. If you get, don't do that. Stupid. Yeah, okay. What is his contribution, by the way? Oh, we've got some action here. That's actually a good place for some splash damage, but... Oh, look, no, he is building the factory, so that's good. He does have some... He's a little bit entrenched, so that's fine. Are you building anything of note? I'm looking at the map here, because this is... No, he's just doing the range on the Marines, he's doing the +1, and nothing else. But that's fine. We don't expect anything from these players, it's fine. So, Hydra then, and then stopping at 4. Yeah, alright. That's good. You know, 700 in the bank. Guys, come on. Look at, do something. You know, again, it's new players, yeah, but these are the symptoms, you know. Okay, ooh, there's some more pushing going on here, but there's a bunker. Bunkers are scary. Bunkers are very scary, so we are not going to push in here, no siree Bob. So, Yellow has announced that they lose. He's got quite a few lings here, because everyone's leaving everyone alone, even though there's, you know, except that probe. That probe really wants that barracks dead. Wow, okay, so you're going to expand there. That's kind of cool. And the middle of the map, suddenly cannons appear here as well. Oh no. This is another Protoss is OP moment coming up here, I'm sure. Yep. Run their direct counter. That's, yeah, cannons just shit on Marines. 2 shots or 3 shots with a medic. And then some units here as well. They do kill some. But seriously, stop. Okay? If you see this, stop and fall back. Okay, we have a thing here now. We've got all of these. Oh, God. Yeah, this is like the typical Zerg in FF. Well, no, in team games maneuver. He's done nothing else. He's got a lair, I will admit. He has the lair, doesn't have any other upgrades, and sadly those 4 Hydralisks, who might have been... no, he doesn't have lurkers. Because this is, of course, you know... This looks like a scary army, and so many games end like this, like just... But there's so many things that can be done against this. As Zerg, a little harder, I will admit. So that Spire, yeah, going for Mutilisks off of 1 base with 3 drones on the mineral line. Yeah, you know, you kind of want to have those. Oh, look here, he's helping. He's helping. 4 zealots to the rescue across map, and they are gonna, you know. But that's one of the traps Zergs run into. That it's an either or. Either build units, either build drones, and that's correct. But, oh, now here come the Mutilisks. And, yeah, so there is some help here. But the cunt is gonna leave. Because you could still rebuild off of that, you know? You're not dead. Your allies are there. You've got 800 in the bank. Why the fuck do you leave? That's an FFA mindset. You could still build a drone or restart. It's probably, you know, all your other players are also idiots, but still. But yeah, this guy's got the right idea. He's got 3 fucking hatcheries because this is a huge fucking base. So build more hatcheries so you get more larvae, so you get more production, so you get more of everything. At no point are 4 hydras a good thing. And again, Burrow's being overpowered here, just taking fucking pot shots. And now they're starting to leave the game. Because there's no way in hell you could win against cannons in the middle of the map. That's actually a proper... Why is this replay still going? This is... Yeah, there we go. This is a proper army here that has contributed nothing. Yeah, one base battle cruiser, also a thing. But there you go, guys. That's why I had to cast this. A 8-player, no hunters, 4v4. Well, yeah, if it's a 4v4, it's gonna be an 8-player, but fuck it. In 10 minutes. And this is what Brood War looks like. This is what it looks like to most people. You got one guy, Doom Legend here, who is a little better. He's still awful in so many ways. And yeah, and he's almost got that +1 going. He's got his tactic, right? The second one Protoss has a storm, the game is over. In so many cases, this is always the truth. Or some tanks, you know, or even a couple of mines from Terran. Or a firebat, a single firebat with a medic. But that tactic works because other Zergs build 4 Hydras and tech to muters, which isn't a bad thing, except there are some things you have to do in between, like having drones, so the very basics. Also, Terrans, please, again, I will say it again, stop making Marines, go for mech. It's good in situations because against like 2 Zergs with some Mutalisks, yeah, you're gonna wanna have some Marines, because then otherwise you need Goliaths, and you're not Flash, so you're not gonna be able to do that, right? Or a single science vessel with... Well, no, they're not probably gonna be clumped up, are they, the Mutalisks, because Mutalisk micro is hard, but yeah. A single science vessel with some radiate and everything. There's so many counters, so many things, and sometimes the counters can counter their own counter with proper control. But hey, it's alright. It's fine. It's fine being a Protoss who has got a Cybercore, a Gateway, and a Forge, literally cannoning his way through the fucking map, and still being on the winning team. That is fine. He's doing it again here, but it wasn't necessary anymore. A single tank, and the problem is solved. A couple of Dragoons, and the problem is solved. For Zerg, well, the placement, you don't even need Oxbomb, you just need a couple of range Hydras, and those things vanish. So please, people, inform yourself. Don't go one base fucking battle cruisers. Dodara, person who sent me this, I'm thinking. Because you're... Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah. You sent me this, surely. I hope it isn't Doom Legend, because you were a bit of a shit. And I hope it isn't the cannoning cunt, because you're the bane. You're what gives Protoss deserved bad name. Anyway, guys. Hunters, right? Jesus Christ.